I'm a single mom that's balling on a budget, but that doesn't stop me from making myself and my daughter a good dinner once in a while. So tonight, I'm gonna make us a steak dinner, and I'm gonna show you how if you wanna tag along. So if you can see here, I got 1, 2, 3 steaks. I do not need all 3 of those steaks, so I'm going to take this little guy right here and save it for dinner tomorrow. I'm going to make sopes, and then I'm going to serve the leftover pozole I have on the side. So this is gonna go back in the fridge. Some rice right here that I'm going to wash and rinse until the water comes clear. That's going to go in my handy dandy rice cooker just to make my life a little bit easier. You're not gonna wanna just take your steaks and throw these in a pan once you've pulled them out the fridge. You're going to let these set at room temperature for a little bit, like 30, 45 minutes, so that your meat cooks evenly. Pro tip. While I'm waiting for those to warm up a little, if you must, I'm going to make a dipping sauce for my steak. And since I'm making this for my daughter, I'm only going to use 2 Thai chili peppers because these bad boys are hot. So I'm going to throw 2 of those in there. Normally I use like 5 or 6. 4 cloves of garlic. Do not mind my hair today. It was hair wash day. And I'm one of those girlies that I cannot wash my hair every day because she is not well behaved. Some of you guys are gonna probably think this is gross, but I know plenty of other girls that do it. I can only wash my hair once a week. I'm one of those people that I wash my hair more than that because it's so porous. First off, it takes 2 to 3 business days just to dry. And then secondly, if I wash it too much, my hair actually starts to fall out. So crazy. So I'm one of those girls that more than anything, I loathe hair washing day. And I'm so envious of you beautiful girls that when you just wash your hair, it just does what it's supposed to. This thing right here likes to give alpaca after I wash my hair. Not cool. You're gonna take some sugar. Some people like this more spicy and sour. I like mine sour, sweet, and balanced. So I add a decent amount of sugar. You're gonna add some MSG, which is a make shit good. Toss that in there. You're going to smash all those ingredients together until you get a paste. Okay, once you have ground that into a paste, you are going to add some fish sauce. And now the fish sauce, you definitely want to add to taste. If you're someone that is new to using fish sauce, less is more. Because I'm all out of limes, I'm using lemon juice. Repeat, I am all out of limes, which you traditionally use in this recipe, but I'm using lemon juice. So I have this cilantro that I grew in my own garden. I just can't believe how well my garden is flourishing this year. So long story short, last year when me and my ex went to start our garden together, which is ironic because she really got me back into gardening. After we started our garden last year, she completely gave up on it. She left me to do it all. She threw a big fit because I kept begging her for weekends, like, hey, we have to go to the greenhouse. Hey, we have to pick out some starters. If we don't get some starters soon, we're not going to be able to garden this year because it was getting late in the year, right? And she just wouldn't come with me. She's like, I'm too tired. I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit at home. So we did until one weekend, she ended up having to work a Saturday or a Sunday. And I'm like, hey, I'm actually going to go out and get stuff for the garden since you're at work so we can get this started if that's okay. And she said yes. And then after I got the garden started, like classic narcissistic move, she refused to help me with it because I did the garden, quote unquote, without her and by myself, and now it was my garden, not hers. God forbid a girl just wants to have a hobby. That's why last year my garden really didn't do good because I ended up giving up on it at the end of the season. I had no help. We didn't have a hose to water the garden. I would have to take jugs of water from the kitchen to the balcony because, as y'all know, we lived in an apartment, and I worked full time. She was at home doing nothing, sitting in her robe and her bonnet all day, and I would come home. You couldn't at least water the garden? So eventually, I just gave up on the garden. So sad. Once you got that prepared, you're gonna put that in the fridge until dinner's done. You're gonna need a cast iron skillet. Get that going on your stove. You're gonna need that bad boy hot. Steaks get seasoned super simply with just a little bit of salt and pepper. So you guys are going to laugh at this one, speaking of the devil, but I have been debating on not necessarily getting back in the dating scene, but trying to. I almost downloaded Tinder, but then I forgot I'm a social media influencer and people are going to see me on there. And I know how y'all on the internet like to talk your talk. So I ended up deleting Tinder as quickly as I downloaded it. And I have no idea how I'm going to move forward dating because I pretty much just like go to work and come home. The only other place that I normally would be seen, because I've been trying to get back into shape, is the gym. But let me tell you what, I don't date gym people because just those who know. Pan is screaming hot, so you're going to toss in those steaks. And I also like to throw in a little bit of butter. You're going to cook those for about 3 to 5 minutes max on each side. I've got some cucumber and then some lettuce from my cousin Kayla's garden, which was so sweet. She brought that by. My daughter's probably going to eat hers and make little lettuce rice wraps. Here's my daughter's plate. Doesn't that look gorgeous? My plate's pretty similar. I just have this little bit of leftover papaya salad that I'm using up. You guys know we don't waste in this house. And just like that, bougie on a budget style, you have a delicious steak dinner. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Love y'all. Bye.